Hey, welcome back to Easy Insights Update. I'm John Zook. We got Dan Bissell here, our Senior Research Engineer. We're at the WinField United Innovation Center, standing in front of the new wind tunnel. So Dan, I understand you're the one that designed this thing. Give us a little background. Tell us a little bit about yourself and where you come from.
Sure. So prior to WinField United, I worked with another company specializing in non-invasive laser diagnostic techniques. I traveled across the country helping researchers get the most out of their experiments. So I worked with professors from elite universities, pharmaceutical industry developing cancer-fighting drugs, top secret military labs, and different government agencies like NASA, including 2 different studies on the manned mission to Mars, which is pretty interesting. And now I joined WinField United to help us take that next leap in innovation to help develop new products for our growers out in the field.
Wow, Dan, sounds like you were a rocket scientist.
Yeah, some might say that.
Great. So I want to show everybody the new Spray Analysis Center. Can you talk a little bit about the capabilities that we have here in our new location versus what we were dealing with back in our old location?
Yeah, definitely. So fundamentally, this system here allows us to spray pretty much any mixture that a grower might use out in the field with any kind of nozzle they might use out in the field. And what we do is we measure the size droplets coming out of there to understand the driftability of those sprays, as well as understand the total droplet spectrum. See what we might get for, say, coverage versus what might fly off target. Now with this particular system here, we're taking that next step in innovation. So we're able to control the climate and the conditions inside the tunnel much more tightly. And we have a higher degree of resolution in our measurements. In addition to all that, we have the system fully instrumented, so we can measure and keep track of all of the different parameters associated to our testing. What that means is we have a higher degree of confidence and resolution in our measurements, so we have a better idea of what's going on when we're spraying.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of fun, and well, it sounds like we can provide a lot of value as well.
Absolutely. There's a lot of insights that can come from this kind of tool.
Cool. Well, we're standing in a really big room. Why don't you pan across, and we got a bunch of open space here. I want everybody to see the open space that we're looking at. And then Dan, tell us what might be in this open space and what we're actually planning for and how we're going to build for the future.
Sure. So in this room, hopefully coming soon, is our large-scale drift and deposition wind tunnel. What's going to allow us to do is have a test section that's about taller than us and about twice as wide. So about 6 to 8 feet tall, 10 to 12 feet wide, and about 50 or 60 feet long. And in there we can have a several nozzle boom, maybe 6 to 8 nozzles, and that allows us to spray under field-like conditions and actually measure the downstream drift. What we do with the facility that we just talked about here is measure the droplets and use computer-generated models provided by the EPA to predict the drift. In that next generation wind tunnel, we're going to actually be able to measure the drift in real time, maybe even get some volatility measurements. And it also allows us to do other things too. So we can change the dynamics of the wind tunnel and get up to 200 miles per hour to start measuring crop dusting applications as well.
Wow, we're really excited to have this technology and the availability to do research for our retailers and our growers. So what we have here at the Spray Analysis Center at WinField United Innovation is we are working to develop new products, new technologies to service our owners and our growers to get the best product placement with their chemical applications on their field. So Dan, thank you for your time today. Appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.